Okay guys, so this video is about my furnace. All of a sudden stopped working. The furnace type is an Armstrong and it was working until yesterday, and then it stopped working. And what happened is I looked at it and you would have seen that there are some LED lights. If there's a failure, then LED light starts to blink. So what happens is that this red LED light was blinking 3 times. And what I found out from the manual was that the problem is something related to 3 flashes, low fire pressure, rollout drain pressure, or auxiliary limit open. So a couple of things I looked around in the YouTube and on the internet, and this one is a kind of a different furnace. Typically the furnaces have 1 pressure switch, which is here, but this one had 3. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So people were saying things like, make sure these lines are open. They sometimes get clogged with moisture. This line is open. Make sure the water is draining properly. And none of them, so I did all of that. And some of the things that you can do to make sure that the pressure switches are working are, you can look it on the internet and see that, how to test the pressure switch and all that. So you can test these. In my case, pressure switches were working fine. And so what I ended up doing was I went on the internet, and there's a site called as Just Answer, and he gave me some guidance. Besides these pressure switches not working, there are some other things that might be responsible for this kind of a 3 blink LED behavior, and those are called as rollout switches. So in my case, there are 2 rollout switch. One is over here, this one is called as a rollout switch. And there's a reset button that you can press, but it seems like mine was bad, and I will tell you how did I find out. Another rollout switch is called as this one. And so what you do is basically, in order to test if the rollout switch is working or not, is you basically take out the leads and you can basically jump these leads, right? So basically what you can do is you can take something like this, you can make from a wire, and you stick it in these 2, and you turn on. And in my case, it turned out that this rollout switch was bad. And the reason I found out was that I jumped these wires, and then I switched on the furnace, and the furnace started working. So I just wanted to share with you guys something, that I could not find it in other videos. Most of the videos were focused on pressure switches, which is most of the time, that is the cause of the problem. So make sure these lines are all clean. You take them out. Watch some videos for how to test the pressure switches, and make sure the pressure switches are working. And if that is not working, then like in my case, make sure that you test the rollout switch. And the way I tested was just jumping these wires, and make sure that when you turn it on, if it comes on, that means this pressure switch is not working. If this is working, then you do the same thing. You can jump the wire, take these out, the blue and the red one, and jump it like the way, jump it like the way we jumped it over on these wires, and make sure that the furnace comes on. If that is the case, then you have to replace one of those. Thanks. I hope it helps. Bye.